This video guides you through the steps required to restart your soft drink system after a temporary shutdown. A PDF is also available to accompany the video. Please take time to review the items required to complete the tasks and have them available before starting. The steps shown on screen now should be followed in order 1 to 13. Items you will need are first aid kit, paper towel, mould detergent, pair of scissors, clean cloths, CO2, food grade measuring container and bucket, new BIB and PPE. Turn the gas bottle on. Now you should see the needle on the contents gauge rise up and into the green section, or around about 600 psi as a minimum. Just checking the lever here. So this is the lever that sends the pressure off to the system. Just check that this lever is in line with the pipe. If it was across the pipe, the valve is closed, so you wouldn't get any gas to the system. So just put that back into the down position. Now there are two different types of regulators, the single stage that we got underneath, and then above we've got a 3-stage. But again, the contents gauge is on the left hand side, so just check when you turn the bottle on that it reaches that 600 psi section, or the green section. Next, we need to open the water supply to the soft drink system. This type that we have here is a lever. Just open the lever to reinstate the flow. There are 3 different types of valves that could be installed in your account, but if you take a look on screen now, there's more information. Next, we need to reset the soft drinks carbonator. There are 2 main types of carbonator that Britvic use. One is the Ambicarb and the other is the Carb 2000. Both types of carbonator can either take their power supply from the mains or from the cooler below. To reset a carbonator that's plugged into the mains, just switch off, wait 5 seconds and switch back on again. For a carbonator that's plugged into the cooler below, we need to turn the cooler off. Turn off at the wall, wait 5 seconds, turn back on again. Never unplug the carbonator from this plug here. If you don't have either of these carbonators, please move to the next step. So now we need to reset a cooler with a built-in carbonator. So as per the previous video, if you can't locate a standalone carbonator, it's likely that it's built into the unit. So to reset this type of unit, just switch off at the wall, wait 5 seconds and switch back on again. When the cooler is switched on, it should display a temperature here. If it displays EN5, then what we need to do is remove the front cover and press the override key. Okay, in this step we need to check the best before dates on the bagging boxes that are connected to the system, and also clean the bagging box connectors. So we'll just take a look at what's connected to the system here. So the Pepsi Max, best before date on the Pepsi Max is May 20. So that actually needs removing from the system. So let's just disconnect it and take that away. And we'll clean the connector at this stage as well. So just place it into the warm water and just rotate the collar and then just dry off with some paper towel. Okay, I'm going to just place that to one side. And then the White's lemonade on this system is September 20, so that can be reused, but we do need to clean the connector. So let's disconnect the connector. Again, wash it in the warm water, rotate the collar, dry off with some paper towel, and then reconnect. Okay, we've completed all the checks at the back of house. We've made sure that our water, CO2, cooler and carbonator are switched on. So now we need to go to the front of house and we need to go to the furthest dispense head on the system and replenish the carbonated water. So just place a bucket underneath the dispense head and then press and hold the carb button, and we need to dispense a full 15 litres from the furthest dispense head. Once you've dispensed 15 litres, if you do have any other dispense heads on the system, you need to repeat that process, but only 2 litres from each. If you have Robinsons connected to your system, we also need to replenish the still water line. Now the bar valve isn't fitted with a still water button, so the way that we do this is we disconnect the Robinsons at the back of house. That way, when we press the Robinsons button on the bar valve, only water is dispensed. So we need to go to the furthest dispense head on the system and pour a full 10 litres. Once 10 litres has been poured on the furthest dispense head, go to any other dispense head on the system and pour a further 1 litre. Next, we need to replenish bag-in-box syrup that was in date. So the way that we do this is go to the furthest dispense head on the system, and we're using lemonade as the example. So just dispense 1 litre into a measuring container. Once you've poured a full 1 litre, repeat this process for any other dispense heads on the system. Okay, so now we need to cover flushing the bag-in-box product line after out-of-date syrup has been attached to it. So the items that we need to do this are a bucket with 10 litres of cold drinking water, a pair of scissors, a cleaning fitting and a food grade container with warm water. Now the cleaning fitting can be found in the first aid kit, and the cleaning fitting attaches to the line that we need to clean. So it screws onto there, and then we drop that into the water to be able to pull water through the product line. If for any reason you don't have this cleaning fitting, I'm now going to show you an alternative. So we've taken off Pepsi Max because Pepsi Max was out of date. Now what we can do, we can use the bag valve as the cleaning fitting. So if we just pull this fitting forward, take a pair of scissors, and we just need to cut the valve away from the bag. And then we just place that into the water to clean. And then we'll take our bucket with the 10 litres of clean water in. And we take the bag valve and we attach it to the line that we're cleaning. So we just screw that on. And then we place the line into the bucket. Okay, let's run through flushing a bag-in-box product line when out-of-date syrup has been connected. This example is Pepsi Max. We've removed the out-of-date product, fitted the bag valve to the bag-in-box connector and placed the connector into a container of water. So next we need to go to the furthest dispense head on your system and dispense Pepsi Max into the bucket until the stream turns clear. Now, I've already started the line flush on this example to demonstrate the point where Pepsi Max is replaced by water. Now, the time it takes to do this totally depends on the length of python and can take up to 15 minutes per product line. So let's press the Pepsi Max button to dispense. The change in colour indicates the out-of-date syrup has been removed from the line. So now make a note of the amount of product poured, and our example here is 5 litres. Next, repeat this process for all dispense heads on the system, and also keep a note of how much has been poured until the stream runs clear. So let's explain the reason for keeping a note of how much product has been poured to complete the flush. The process for dark products is very simple, as the stream changes colour when the water reaches the dispense head. This isn't the case for clear products, such as lemonade. So keeping a note of the amount of product poured to complete the flush on a dark product indicates the amount required for clear products. This ensures we have pulled enough through to complete the line flush. Repeat this process for all out-of-date products. So we've completed the line flush, we've fitted a new box of Pepsi Max to the system. Now what we need to do is go to the furthest dispense head and pull the new syrup through. So we'll just press and hold the Max button, and we're looking for the stream to change from a clear flow to a dark flow as the new syrup comes through. It took around 5 litres to do this before with water, so it'll take around 5 litres again with syrup. So we just push and pour. So in this example, we're around about the 5 litre mark again, syrup's through. So we just need to repeat this on all other dispense heads. Okay, onto cleaning the dispense head now. So just a few items in preparation. Some paper towel, a damp cloth, a food grade container with some warm soapy water, another food grade container with some clean water for rinsing, the Britvic First Aid Kit which contains the cleaning brushes, and if for any reason you don't have the Britvic First Aid Kit, just a small brush of that size is absolutely fine. So onto the clean then, so we'll take our warm soapy water. First thing that we need to do is take the drip tray away and the cup rest. So we can take that to the sink and that can be washed in warm soapy water. Then we remove the nozzle from the bar valve, so just twist and pull. And then we place the nozzle in the warm soapy water and just use the brush and clean. And then rinse in the clean water and then place on the blue towel to dry. Then we take the bar valve and we place the bar valve into the warm soapy water. Take the brush again, clean around the buttons. And around the diffuser. Then into the plain water for a rinse. And take some blue towel and just dry it. And then we can replace the nozzle. So push the nozzle back on, twist to lock into place. Then just put the bar valve back into the holster and take the damp cloth, give the exterior surfaces a wipe down. So the hose and the display and around the clamp. And then just refit our drip tray, and that's our daily checks completed. Okay, on to the final checks now then before we put the system back into use. Just a couple of items we need for this stage. A glass, a temperature probe, and if you don't have a temperature probe, there will be a cool test strip in the first aid kit. So just take the glass and then just pour one full drink. And then just discard the first one and pour one more full drink. And then take the temperature probe, and we're looking for a temperature of below 4.4 degrees. So if you're happy with the temperature, just pour one more full drink and just check it for carbonation and taste.